What is the single hardest thing to do in the modern world? Most people will tell you it's money making, but they are wrong. The hardest thing to do in the today's chaotic world is keeping this quiet, fragile machine inside your skull completely normal. Think about it. Most men are the direct, intentional architect of their own destruction. Everything will be going completely fine in their life. Their routine is solid, their health is good, their goals are clear. Then, out of nowhere, they get hit by a wave of overthinking. They dug up a dead memory from the past they don't even remember. They get sad over a bad breakup from 3 years ago. Suddenly, their entire productivity, their fitness habits, and their mental drive are completely wiped out. When a fit guy suddenly becomes out of the shape and unmotivated, it's rarely because he broke his leg. It's because his mind broke first. If you are trying to build a career, work a high frequency routine, or scale a business, you cannot afford a broken mind. If your body is tired, you can push through. If you have a headache, you can take a pill and keep grinding. But the day your mind breaks, everything stops. Your entire life grinds to be a halt. To prevent that from happening, you need a strict psychological defense system. These are the four hard rules to ruthlessly protect your mind. The first rule is the strict zero complaint policy. The absolute most useless energy draining currency on this planet is complaint. From this movement on, you need to implement a strict rule. Never complain to anyone about anything. It does not matter if the electricity cuts out, if it rains with your rain, ruins with the outdoor workout, or if the work software crashes out. You are allowed to discuss a problem only under one condition: when you have already figured out the solution, or when you are actively applying it. If the weather ruins your gym session, don't text your friends complaining about the rain. Do 100 push ups on your bedroom floor and finish the workout and then mention it. When you complain before solving, you flood your mind with weakness. Speak only in solution, never with complaint. The second rule is the two word superpower. And what? Whenever a crisis hits, or whenever an emotional wave threatens to take you down, you need to use a psychological trick to instantly snap your brain back into reality and ask yourself two words: and what? Let's say you wake up and your head is pounding. Your brain starts crying, "Man, my head hurts so bad. Today is going to be terrible." Immediately interrupt that thought and ask, "And what?" "Okay, your head hurts. Now what? What's the next step? Do you take medicine and sleep, or do you take medicine and work?" Crying about pain changes absolutely nothing. This works for negative situation and it works for positive one too. You achieved a massive milestone. Great. And what? What is the next target? When you constantly force your brain to answer what's next, you have completely destroyed the ability to be passive, lazy, or depressed. You force your brain into constant relentless execution. The third rule is to starve your cortisol and block the doom. Your brain absorbs whatever you feed it. You are constantly feeding your mind sad music, tragic movies, and doom posting, news about wars or economic collapses. You are literally poisoning your own well. You are letting media companies inject cortisol and anxiety into your subconscious mind just so they can get clicks. Think about a movie like Ashiki 2. It's a well made film, but the ending is pure darkness and depression. When you willingly consume content that glorifies self harm, heartbreak, and emotional suffering, your mind adapts to that frequency. You start craving sadness because sadness creates a weird, comfortable trap. Let's face reality: tragedy is already written into your timeline. Eventually, as time moves on, we will face real, devastating grief. Since massive sadness is already guaranteed to hit us in the future, then why on earth are you voluntarily inviting fake sadness into your brain today? Stop double dipping in misery. Block the negative pages, skip the depressing song, and protect your energy like your life depends on it. Because it does. And the final and the most dangerous trap to your mental health is nostalgia. Nostalgia is exactly like a zombie virus. In movies, the main characters do everything to survive, but a tiny, hidden scratch turns into closest ally, a monster. This is exactly what looking backward does to your brain. Your mind will play tricks on you. You will look at an old random object, like a pair of old earphones, and your brain will whisper, "Remember when we bought this? Remember how good life was back then?" It is just a plastic object. It does not matter. But if you let that thought sit, you will immediately start playing the old music from that era. You will drive headfirst into the daydreaming. You will completely lose your grip on the present movement. Nostalgia is always a losing game. If the past memory was bad, it makes you depressed. If the past memory was amazing, it makes you miserable because it's over. Either way, it rips you out of the only place where you actually have the power, the present and the future. Even if a time machine existed and you could control back to your favorite past memory, you would not stay there forever. You would look at it like a tourist destination for a few days, but eventually you would want to go home. Your home is right here, right now, in the present movement. Stop letting your mind wander into graveyard of past or the circus of internet distraction. Implement the zero complaint rule. Constantly ask yourself and what to force action and starve your brain of depressing content and treat nostalgia like a disease. Keep your machine clean, keep your head down, and stay focused on what you are building today.